What's up, guys? Chris, right back at you. Here to do my prediction video for Danny Garcia versus Lucas Matthysse on the one Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez undercard, co-main event of the night, and the fight that I'm more looking forward to. I know it's kind of I wouldn't say it's blasphemous, but Canelo Mayweather is the most anticipated fight of the year, if not recent history in boxing. But yet I'm more looking forward to the co-main event. Why? Because I think it has the potential to be a more entertaining fight. Mayweather Canelo, it could end up being a one-sided fight. I'm not saying it will be, but it could be. A lot of Floyd's fights are like that. They start out early on, you think it's going to be competitive, and then Floyd just takes over. Usually when Floyd's in charge, unless you're a big fan of his style, it's not the most entertaining fight because he doesn't really go for the knockout. He's not going to get the knockout against Canelo. Pretty much in cruise control. Whereas Garcia versus Matthysse, this is a fight where you figure it probably won't go the distance, and either guy could probably win by knockout. I think Matthysse more likely to win by knockout, in my opinion at least, but Garcia can win by knockout as well. Look, I've been saying Garcia is going to lose for a while now. The dude's overrated. I watched him come up, and I seen him. He was open, for counters, even when he was fighting nobodies. Saw him got clipped a couple times on his nose, and I'm like, okay, this guy's good, but I don't know if he'll ever be a title holder or a champion. Well, time and again, he's proven me wrong. Credit to him for that. I mean, not for proving me wrong, but for being a better fighter. I think a lot of people have picked him to lose at certain times. But he's still unbeaten. He's still undefeated, and he's got titles. So, got to give him all the credit for that. As for Matthysse, he's got the 2 losses. Controversial / debatable. I think the Zab Judah one, I thought he definitely won that fight. The Alexander one, you can make a case for Alexander. I mean, that one I think is more, you could say maybe Matthysse lost that fight, but either way, both losses are close. It is interesting, though. I mean, we talk about, a lot of people in this fight talking about Matthysse is going to take Garcia's head off, but even if he didn't look that great in the end of doing it, Danny Garcia beat Zab more clear-cut on the scorecards than Matthysse did in his last fight. Although it is strange, he was way ahead in that fight, like he was going to stop Zab, and then Zab came on late. Danny tired, and Zab, maybe if that would have been a 15-rounder, he might have won that fight. Who knows? Not the best showing by Garcia in the long run. As for Matthysse, he's coming off probably the most impressive performance of his career against Lamont Peterson, where a lot of people thought it was going to be a competitive fight. He just took Lamont. Lamont's one of my favorite fighters. So is Matthysse, but those are 2 of my favorite fighters in the sport, and Matthysse just had his way with him, put him down and out. Not out cold, but, you saw what happened. As for this fight, Garcia's talking a lot of trash. I, like most, expect Matthysse to win this fight. However, I don't think that Garcia cannot not win this fight. He is the faster fighter of the 2, I believe. We haven't really seen Matthysse chin tested. I mean, we've seen him hit, but if he gets hit flush by a guy like Garcia, we don't know if he's going to get shook or not. We don't know if he's going to go down. I doubt it, but I can't guarantee one way or the other until we see it happen, if it happens. That said, Garcia's chin, I don't know if it's the best, and if Matthysse can get to it, which I think he can, then I think it may be a lot of trouble for Garcia. It'll be interesting to see how this fight plays out early on, but once Matthysse gets going, he is a machine, hence the nickname. He's hard to stop. He's hard to hold off. The way Garcia faded against Zab, even though he was in control of that fight, makes it even more troublesome for him in this one, in my opinion. I'm going with Lucas Matthysse. I don't think he goes 12 rounds. I'm going with Matthysse by stoppage. You can't underestimate Garcia too much, but if he gets wide or gets caught in a firefight, he can get caught at any moment. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll say Matthysse in under 10, but over 6. But who knows? This fight could end at any moment, in my opinion. But I think Matthysse is more likely to win by knockout. If it goes to the cards, who knows? It's anyone's guess. Obviously, that hasn't been so good to Matthysse in the past, especially in close fights. But even though I'm picking Matthysse, if Garcia wins, I will not be shocked at this point. I'll definitely give him full credit if he's able to get a clean win. Anyways, what are your guys' thoughts on this one? Who you see winning? How? And, what was the question I was going to ask? Oh yeah, if you only had a choice to watch one fight, Mayweather Canelo or Garcia versus Matthysse, which would it be and why? That's it for now. Till next time, I'm out.